After 4 years, we finally have a facelift on the 5th generation Mercedes-Benz E200 W213. This is the 2021 Merc E200. And if you're having trouble telling what has changed, fret not, I'm going to fill you in. But before that, a very big thank you to Cars and Yachts for lending us the E200. If you're planning on getting one, or any car for that matter, go check them out. I'm going to leave a link in the description box to get you connected. With me, I actually have so many variants of this latest E200, and I can actually choose whichever one I want. I really feel like a kid in a candy store. Which one do you think I should take? But of course, it's the AMG line. If it's the first time you are considering an E-Class, I think it's safe to say you have made it in life and you want everyone to know about it. But at the same time, I realize there is a small group of you who are die-hard Mercedes-Benz followers. And regardless of what I'm going to say, you're going to get one anyway. Well, good for you. Compared to the outgoing model, the facelift comes with a new bumper, headlights and taillights. Plus, on the AMG trim, you get these AMG wheels, a different suspension setup which sits about 15 millimeters lower, and a very sporty looking bonnet with a pair of domes, which kinda looks like it's concealing a V8 beast inside. But no, there is no beast. In fact, it's the same 2-litre turbo that you get on all E200s. And you see, that's the thing about this AMG line horseshit. It's not an AMG. It just has a different bonnet, bumper, wheels, and maybe better brakes. Of course, the manufacturers know this. They are just tickling your tits just to make you feel special. Congratulations, you now own a Mercedes AMG line. Having said that, I do like the styling of this E200. The changes are subtle yet elegant, and the contours of this car spell class. What I'm not so satisfied about though is the fact that this car kind of looks like a CLA from far. Now that's not good. I don't like my E looking like an A. You know, it's like when you spend $500 on a brand new pair of Diamond Walker Mud John Johns, you know, and you realize there's something very similar looking from, I don't know, Bata. I don't need to tell you about the back seats. You will get exactly what you expect. Luxury. It's spacious for two. And over here you get a 12-volt output with a couple of air vents. But surprisingly, no USB ports. Now, I know it's got to do with options, but come on, man. The car comes with a really nice high-end German Burmester sound system. And just like all the other previous generations and its other two German rivals in the same class, it comes with a really huge center transmission tunnel. I guess it's just something you can't avoid because, of course, it's a rear-wheel drive. Welcome to the cockpit of the 2021 Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Compared to the outgoing model, the interior of the E-Class now looks exactly the same. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, they have made some minor changes, and this wood trim that they have, I really like it. Especially the fact that they've chosen to make it matte. So now, no more fingerprint problems. And this is the AMG line, but I don't get the AMG steering. Why? Anyway, display and infotainment wise, you of course get MBUX or MBUX from Mercedes, and this time around the screens are bigger, 12 inches if I'm not wrong. Now, I'm not going to go through the features because it's going to take me a really long time, but I will tell you that it is the best system out there. And if it's your first time, you'll love it. And it comes with voice command as well. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
What are the masses of the two muons a Higgs boson particle decays into?
I'm sorry, can you say that again, please?
What's 1 plus 1?
I'm sorry, but I can't help you with it right now.
And there you go. It comes with electric leather seats, and there's even a function to keep it moving, so that you don't get cramped when you go for really long drives. A very nice, thick and soft steering with tons of buttons on both sides. Now this can get a little bit distracting at first, but after a while you just get used to it. I think very soon Mercedes will install a 3-inch tablet on both sides to replace all these buttons. Speaking of buttons, on the previous model, the mini touchpads were like little nipples, and for some reason I felt those were easier to control. This one, however, it's not that responsive. See? Now, I don't think I've said this before, but I think where Mercedes has placed its gear lever is really excellent. Yeah. Not only does it free up space on your center console, it's really useful if you are trying to park and you're holding on to, I don't know, Cockpit. With this display, I really feel like I'm driving some ultra-wide gaming console monitor with wheels, you know. I want to stop at the next red and switch to Call of Duty. The graphics is something you will just fall in love with. 2-liter turbo with a 9-speed automatic. Horsepower says 197, and to me it feels just nice. Also, I want to add that the start-stop system on this car is on steroids. Now, I know some of you guys hate it altogether and you rather it be permanently switched off. But for those of you who don't, as long as your foot is on the brake and your speed drops to like below 10, this fella switches off. And she barely makes a noise when she gets up. She's a damsel. The comfort and drive is on another level, man. The way this car eats up the bumps and unevenness on the road, the handling and the feel is really, really solid. I drove the exclusive model before this AMG, and ironically, that one felt just a little bit better. I don't know, maybe it's got something to do with the 15mm lower shocks you get on this AMG, but still really, really good. This particular car does not come with features like lane keep assist, wireless charging, ventilated seats, or even satellite navigation, but all these are extras which you can choose to opt for. But here's the thing, after driving this car, I can tell you that Mercedes, they're not trying to sell you gadgets, you know? They're not taking the shortcut route and overloading the car with tech just so you can show it off to your brother-in-law. No. In fact, what they are selling you is experience, by which I mean the experience you get in driving an E200 and the experience that they have in making, simply put, a really good car. Yes, your car may have cross-traffic alert, but this car has an amazing drive, and if you think about it, it is the raw definition of what makes a car, right? And if you still don't get it, then you're just wasting my goddamn time. Experience, it's something money can't buy. From what I know, there are 3 trim levels to choose from, with a couple of diesel engines and about 4 or 5 petrol variants, all the way up to the E63. But with so many optional extras, it's really going to make you think. And it's not cheap. For example, this AMG line E200 is going to set you back about 238 grand. And labeling this a Tauke's car is just too cliche and old school. I think by now we have all grown out of that mindset. Regardless of which engine variant or trim level you choose, I'm slowly starting to understand why there are this group of people who will not even consider the other German giants. Now, I'm not saying brands like Audi and BMW or even the outlying Conti brands or even Japanese brands are not as good. What I am saying is Mercedes has not given its customers even the faintest of reasons to look the other way. As expected, a remarkable job with the pinnacle of an executive sedan. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.